This Starrcast show, just like all of our Starrcast shows, are available at adfreeshows.com.
Anyway, thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah, I'm excited. So just before we get into us, I know we talked for a second backstage. Did anybody here catch the pay-per-view last night?
I did.
I was like, we have to talk about what it was like to watch. It felt new, it felt fresh, and to watch this huge scale of not one seat open in that house and all of the energy. And, you know, a lot of times, especially, you're trying to give energy to the fans, right? You're trying to, like, come on, like, give me energy to make my comeback or do this. But the performers were clearly feeding off of the audience last night.
They were, and I was feeding off of them, and it was amazing. What they pulled off, and not just pulled off, what they planned and what they did is history, groundbreaking, controversial, creating, title trashing awesomeness. And I really like what they did because it gives many opportunities to many people, not just our professional wrestlers, announcers, everybody that makes it happen behind the stage. It gives the fans an opportunity to really appreciate creativity from other sources, other platforms, and we get to see more wrestlers, more characters, more just people and fans involved. I know I really like different organizations involved because not only does it give opportunities, it gives careers, it gives goals, and a lot of wishes come true.
You know, for me, something that I liked seeing, you know, you'll hear fans, or you have no choice but to kind of observe fans' opinions because they give them to you and give them to you instantaneously, right?
And sometimes you don't want to hear them, but hey, yeah.
But a lot of times it's, and what I'll say, because, you know, you can't get too deep on the inner workings of how many layers of approval and what they were working against and injuries or, you know, where they're going that you can't know right when you see something, when you're trying to rebook it in your head about why it should have been done a different way. And my bottom line is always, you know, shows that we love, you're waiting for the new season, I can't wait for the new season to start. There's no off season with wrestling,
no,
right?
there isn't. There isn't. And with women, so with no off season, which is like with NFL and you have your hockey and basketball, you have your on and off seasons. Wrestling, there isn't. And what I like to see is that there are more and more women. I'm going to go to the women's side here a little bit. Well, I really liked what I saw last night with the women and the opportunities that it's giving, as I keep stressing that point. But women juggle a lot of things. Now, if this is correct, men are not having babies yet, correct?
Not to my knowledge. No, we're not there yet.
I'm not aware of that.
Okay. So not only do we have women that multitask, we have men that multitask, but now it's absolutely like welcomed. Back in the day, we couldn't really have babies and have that career and have all of that. Now you're seeing it more and more, and I love it. I'm freezing, guys, so. But so women are able to juggle a lot more. And when you see women having careers and having babies outside of wrestling, like when I did the transition from wrestling to monster trucks, oh my gosh. Like, how did I do that? What was my mindset? You have to keep going. You have to keep creating yourself. You have to have that momentum to keep on top.
Yeah, so a lot of women that we know through professional wrestling, we may only know one aspect of them because that's what's presented through what we see in the ring. But of course, all of the women, all humans have different layers to them and different interests. It's really interesting, and you're an anomaly as far as somebody that's had great success in multiple industries, and your success with monster trucks. Did you already have, like, how did that just, I'm sure it didn't just fall into your lap.
It did.
Yes,
it did fall
so
into my
rad.
lap. I'm a gearhead. I ride Harleys and dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and when I was wrestling, a friend of mine, Mike Weber, which is in charge of the fight, he called me and said, "Deuce, what are you doing?" I said, I'm getting ready to retire from wrestling. You know, it was about 2001 and things were changing, and I really didn't enjoy wrestling in barbecue sauce and crap like that. Just wasn't me. But anyway, so he said, Deuce, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm just going to retire and enjoy life and, you know, maybe have a baby. I didn't, though. And so he goes, you ever think about driving a monster truck? I said, what the hell? What is that?
Most random response to that ever.
No, I haven't thought about driving a monster truck would be
I am
most
so cold.
people's answer.
So and I'm like, really? What is that? And like, well, okay. He goes, well, you're a gearhead. Would you like to try one? I said, sure, okay. So they flew me out and I test drove and I took the truck and I got in it and wah, 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 upside down in a pond, wah, gas gagged that bitch out, landed on all four, and holy crap. They said, have you ever driven a truck? And I said, no. They go, you're hired. I said, oh, shit. I was, okay. And then 18 years later, you know, a couple championships, beating Gravedigger. Yes. And here I am. And then it's kind of like a full circle. So after I left and retired from wrestling, I never did a signing. Because after I saw that damn movie, The Wrestler, I got freaking paranoid. I didn't want to.
Shell-shocked a lot of people.
I didn't want to do that. So I did, and I got inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's another story within itself. Let me tell you about that phone call. Wow, it was great. It was really great. And then here I am.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.